Anthony, that was a crazy game to watch. What was it like to play in?
It was a crazy game to play in as well. Obviously, we're no strangers to the atmosphere here. It was, really pushed them on, and credit to them, it didn't really feel like they had 10 men most of the game. There were times we won the ball back and, we're blowing from defending. If you'd have said before the game you'd get a draw away at Anfield to top of the league, we probably would have took it.
We had the moments, the ball arrived in so many dangerous areas so many times that with better decisions should have created more clear chances. We scored the second goal in a very good moment from ourselves on our left-hand side again, and unfortunately we considered a late goal in a moment that we were too open and we switched a little bit off, and the quality of Jota made an impact in the game.
The biggest compliment you can give is the Fulham players of saying we forgot Liverpool had 10 men.
Yeah, and I think that's partly because we run for 11. So the players just put in an outstanding performance in pressing, but also with the ball, how well they played. So we were on their half, I think, every minute. Maybe even when it was 11v11, we had more problems than we had when we were down to 10. But in the end, if you can do this with 10 players, what would have happened if we were with 11? But yeah, we never know. Happens in the season that you get a red card, and it's good that we are a team that's very difficult to beat.
Happy to go?
Well, Arne, I don't quite know how to describe that. Complicated, dramatic afternoon. As you stand there now, how do you reflect on it?
I think I couldn't have asked for more from my players, especially going down to 10 men, 1-0 down, come back into the game, again be a goal down, and come back again, having so much ball possession, constantly pushing. I think even with 10 men, there was only one team on the pitch that was trying to score a goal, to have a high press and all these kind of things. So, yeah, could have asked for more in terms of performance, in terms of results. Of course, we would have wished to have 2 points more.
So in the early part of the match, obviously you lose a man, you go 1-0 down. What are you thinking at that stage? Were you unhappy with performance? Does it just feel like one of those days where everything's going against you?
I think the start of a game, you always want to start intense, but I think it was after 20 or 30 seconds already that one of us was on the floor, needed some treatments for a while. Then he was off for 30 seconds, so we didn't get the right momentum from the start. Then conceding, and I think, but I have to ask Robbo, if I look at how he played the 10 minutes after he got the tackle after 20 seconds, I think he might have been a bit too injured to keep on going, because there was one ball before that was played in behind him. He's faster than that, and
he goes for it with Robinson, I think. Yeah, I know the one you mean.
Yeah, and but it also says a lot about his character, like the team today, that he wants to keep on going. But in the end, it also resulted in a red card.
So, I mean, decisions from the referee obviously shaped that game, played a big part. You'd expect a few questions on it. The red card, firstly, like, any complaints?
No, I think the only thing there was it offside, yes or no, and that's what they saw. It wasn't. So when that was clear, I was quite sure that this was that the red card was not being changed.
Yeah.
So no, that was not. That was maybe the only thing I didn't complain about today.
What would you like to complain about?
No, it's an emotional game, and then if you are one man down and so many things are happening, then you're always, even in marginal. Is that the word to use?
Yeah.
You're even sometimes a bit frustrated, but no, it was good to see our performance after so many setbacks, that we could keep on going and dominate the game as we did.
So just to push you a little bit on some of the decisions, did you think they might have had a player sent off in a couple of instances, actually, before Andy Robertson? You mentioned, actually, the tackle that led to Andy getting injured.
Yeah. It's difficult to judge for me because I only see it in real time, like the referee. And the good thing is, in modern days, that we have a VAR, and he looks back at it so multiple times, and probably he thought it wasn't. So we have to accept that then as well, which is sometimes difficult during the game, because then you're quite emotional, especially in a game like this where so many things happening, and you know how important these decisions from referee then can be. So, but yeah, in the end, we ended up with a draw, and I don't think we can blame the referee for that.
So your frustration led to getting booked and a ban, I think, now for the Southampton game. The reaction came after a Curtis Jones tackle but I think it was possibly a second yellow for Anthony Robinson that really kind of hit you to boiling point.
Like I said, I think there were a few moments where he could have given me a yellow card because there were a few moments that I was emotional. Again, sometimes these are such marginal decisions where you just feel you have to, because what sometimes happens, it doesn't happen a lot, it hasn't happened a lot here at Anfield though, but sometimes if a few decisions go against you, at a certain moment you feel like, okay, now there are a few in your favor. But since I'm here, I've never felt that, to be honest. Well, people always say that we are having the help of the referees because the crowd is so enthusiastic. Yeah, for yellow, because just before that, indeed, there was a moment where one of their players that was already on a yellow could have had a second. But yeah, we kept on playing. We didn't fall down, so maybe that was the reason they didn't give it. And then Curtis, maybe I saw it completely wrong, but I also felt he touched the ball, but. Was that completely wrong? Did he only?
Do you know what? I haven't. There's been so many. I haven't seen it back, honestly. But it looked like it might have been a yellow. If I'm completely honest.
Yeah, no, that's what I say. So it's probably me being a bit too emotional.
So I've got one more on the referee for you to negotiate before you can go. Virgil van Dijk said the referee seemed nervous and he wasn't able to talk to him in the usual way. Anything to add to what your captain said?
No, if this is what he said, then I have to trust him. I think it was a difficult game. For us, for Fulham, and for the referee, because so many things happened, and yeah, sometimes decisions go against you, or at least you feel this is happening. But in the end, I think the red card was a correct decision from him. And yeah, of course, if you get one or two free kicks, that can help you, but it wasn't decisive in the game, I think.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Cracking game and back-to-back draws now for Fulham in their games against Arsenal and now Liverpool. What impressed you most about them, Ashley?
I think it was the bravery of the side, the way they went to Anfield. And the left-hand side in particular was very, very strong. They moved Iwobi from the right to the left today. And if we just look at this is right at the very start of the game. That's Harry Wilson. But look how high Robinson is. That's the left back there at Anfield, ready to push right on, knowing that he's having to do a job on Salah as well. So he's prepared to go. If we look at this here, that's a long distance for your right winger and your right full-back to be. But look at Robinson, full of energy again. If Salah's not going to track, then Gravenberch needs to get over, and now Trent needs to do a lot better in this position and stopping the cross. That's part of your job as a full-back, stop crosses. Robertson also, I think, can defend that a little bit better. Liverpool's back line 4. Fulham are committing 5 players in attacking areas here. So that goes to show, yes, Liverpool are down to 10 men in the game, but it goes to show that they are ready to prepared to send men forward. Again, this is Robinson in an advanced area. This time he crosses to Harry Wilson, he doesn't get it. Trent needs to do better there again. As I said, Liverpool do have 10 men, but Fulham are ready to commit 3 players high up the pitch and have confidence that the rest of the players will get the ball to them at the right times. Harry Wilson moves inside. Look at this space on the left-hand side again with Iwobi and Robertson. They was excellent all day. Trent doesn't know whether to go or to stay. He goes late, a little layoff there to Harry Wilson. And then Robinson's on his bike again. And look at that, look, the desire and the run again to get inside of Quansah. The cross, Munoz gets a little bit lucky with the finish, but Robinson's desire and his fitness to get up and down the left was so impressive all day. Here we can see on this graphic where Fulham attacked Liverpool, and I think it was pre-planned. I think that they wanted to attack down Liverpool's right side, and they know how good they are. That's why they put Iwobi on the left with Robinson's, attacking prowess. Nearly 50% of their attacks were down the left-hand side.
Yeah, let's move our attention to the red card. There's didn't seem to complain too much about it after the game, but I found it an extraordinary decision.
Yeah, well, it's a tough one to call, really, because we're going to see here Harry Wilson. It's a poor touch from Robertson, and then Harry Wilson. It's a foul, okay? So
it's a foul.
If we listen to the whistle, it comes after Jimenez's chance.
He allows him the advantage.
Yeah, so he allows him the advantage, and Jimenez doesn't take advantage of that, and then he pulls it back for the foul on Wilson. So it's a confusing one because yes, there's a foul.
But there's no denial of a goal-scoring opportunity.
Because he has the opportunity.
Which is because he has the opportunity, which is a red herring. So, therefore, they eventually give it because Wilson, they think, is going to get the ball. Now, there's zero chance that Harry Wilson is going to get on the end of that.
I'm not sure there's 0. He might maybe he gets
You
it.
see how hard he hits it. He's never going to get across there. So
But the thing about it is the referee blows the whistle after Jimenez takes his shot.
Do you know what the issue is? If Jimenez just tucks it in, does a proper finish,
Yeah.
instead of trying to
There's
be
no
all
red card.
fancy about it, there's no red card, and we don't have this debate with this red herring.
Obviously, the
scenario.
decision was on the foul, and it's just a mess. The law, the nuance of the law, is a mess on that one as well. Liverpool probably deserved their point, didn't they? And kept going with 10 men, fought and fought and fought.
They kept going, and the reason why they keep going, they play with so much energy. And when you then play with so much energy, and then you bring on players like Jota, who has been out for the last 6 games, league games, that is, he's been a massive miss. But not just that, his awareness of space where players at times need to be in a better position. Here, I've pointed out Wilson and Berg here. I've been in this position before on the right-hand side when Wilson needs to be more tucked in, close to the referee, to allow the ball to go outside to Nunes. It's not to Nunes, sorry, to Robinson on the left hand. Not Robinson, sorry, apologies. He's been sent off. Anyways. But Jota, he's a clever player. He constantly scans. There's know where his teammate is. And like I said, Wilson can't allow that ball to come inside him. As soon as you do that, it puts Diop in doubt. Jota, smart finish, smart play. He always comes up with these important goals, and he's going to be so important now getting him back to fitness. He needs to stay fit, and you know how important it is. But they deserve that. They really did deserve that point. And if anything, I think they had about over 68% possession for the game. So look, Liverpool are going to be a threat throughout, and a big player to have them back.
You played under Marcus Silva.
I did. So
he'd been disappointed at the end, wouldn't he? Be so close to that victory.
Yeah, you alluded to there about being too open. They were in the last goal, and that showed there. Wilson just need to be a bit more to sort of obviously not allow that space to come in there. But yeah, it's a very good result for Liverpool in the end, considering that's for sure.
Joe, a mad, crazy afternoon, full of talking points. As you stand here now, the final whistle just gone. What are your reflections?
Obviously, a good comeback. That's very positive. I think obviously it's disappointing, obviously, to come with 10 men. But the fight we showed, we kept going. We kept trying. We kept trying to find the free man in order to create chances, and could have been more. But eventually, we take the point and we move on.
So the early part of that match, 1-0 down to 10 men. What are you thinking?
Stay calm. Obviously, it sounds easier than to do it, but listen, it was always going to be tough against them. They make it tough to a lot of teams, and we've seen it last year when they came here, obviously, and last week when they play Arsenal, they made it tough as well, and we had to play a very good game. Unfortunately, you come 1-0 down, red card, and you have to turn it around and keep fighting and keep trying to play your football, and that's what we tried, especially second half, and could have led to more, but unfortunately it didn't.
So there were a number of big decisions in that match. Fulham could have had a player sent off twice before Andy Robertson was sent off. I think you were on hand when Andy got shown his red card for the challenge. Feel hard done by with any of it?
Well, I had conversations with the other players of Fulham as well, and we all felt that he was maybe a little bit nervous. I don't know, maybe if it's true, yes or no. But yeah.
Sorry, who was nervous? The referee?
Yeah, we felt it a little bit. I couldn't, together with Robertson, couldn't properly communicate with him. I felt, this is what it is. We can't put the blame on the referee, but it's also part of the game.
So as a captain, you'd normally like more dialogue with the referee than you did today?
Well, we are the only ones apparently that can speak to the referee, and we all speak about protecting the referees and stuff. And if I want to speak in behalf of my team, then I should be able to. And I felt like at times, but we shouldn't make a big thing out of this. But probably gonna happen now. But it isn't the reason where we drop points today. There were also multiple other factors, but we take the point and move on.
Okay. What you said there are other factors. The referee's not the reason. What was the reason you dropped points today? Do you think?
You play against a very good Fulham team. They can make it difficult for you. So, it is at the moment what it is. Like I said, we take the point. We have to recover quickly and be ready for a game on Wednesday.
Talk us through that, because we were exhausted watching it.
Yeah, obviously it was also an exhausting game for us. I think we really fought really hard to get a result. But yeah, at the end, a draw. Not happy with the draw, but I think we fought really hard, and very proud of the guys. Yes.
Cody, can I ask you about the fitness levels the team have shown and the intensity after a tough game midweek in Europe. I think that was one of the most impressive things for me, how intense the performance was in the second half. Everybody looked so fit and sharp.
Yeah, I think we are very fit. Obviously, the crowd helps us a lot, especially at home. But yeah, we train hard to be ready for such moments. Hopefully, they don't come that often. But yeah, we are fit enough.
Cody, we're going to show you a goal now. Can you talk us through it and what was the process leading to it and then your brilliant finish? Here it is now, just coming into your screen.
So yeah, Lucho on the ball. I think Mo. I always know Mo when he's there. He can give the ball like this. The ball went over Lucho, and I just tried to head it in. Great ball, good finish. Yeah, good
Cody,
ball.
sorry.
I think. Sorry.
I was going to ask you at half-time, what did the manager say? Was it more about the energy, or was there a tactical shift as well?
Yeah, a small tactical shift when we had the ball and when we didn't have the ball, but mostly about just the intensity, try to get the crowd behind us like they always do, and go for the goal. And yeah, it happened. And yeah, we did a good job, I think, to put that much energy in the game, and the crowd helped us a lot for that.
Cody, at the end, even though obviously you were down to 10 plays very early on and you said it was exhausting, you had so much momentum before the end. Was you a little bit disappointed that you couldn't go on and get the winner in the end?
Yeah, I think we had some great opportunities at the end, and then yeah, it just needs to go in the right direction for the team. Sometimes it happens. Today it didn't, so a little bit unlucky in the last pass or in the finishing. But I think as a team we showed the character we have, and that we could make it, and hopefully it will never come that we are down with 10 men. But if it comes, we know that we can win.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much, Cody, for taking the time to speak to us, and best of luck with the next match.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow. So drop points for league leaders Liverpool. I think we have to start, though, Danny, with crediting Fulham. They've taken points off of Arsenal, now off of Liverpool at Anfield, albeit Liverpool were down to 10 men. But they put in a good performance, did they not?
They started the game really well, nice and positive. They had a game plan, they had runners, they showed quality and bravery. They've done that all season. I think he's doing a terrific job. But in the end, the quality of Liverpool got them back in the game, and Fulham were hanging on at times in the second half.
How well did Liverpool do to actually get the point, considering they were down to 10 men for a large amount of time?
I thought their second half, last 10 minutes of the first half, and their second half performance was absolutely incredible, considering they've played in Europe in the week. Good energy, good quality, fans helped. As I said, I think tomorrow, in the cold light of day, whether you're a player or the manager of Liverpool, you'll look back and go, that was a hell of a job, hell of a job.
Well, Pereira has scored 2 goals this season, one at the Etihad and one at Anfield. He opened the scoring today.
Yeah, look, it was a really, really good finish, in all fairness. Brilliant switch of play here. And obviously then it was the overlapping. Robinson was outstanding, and obviously then I don't think Liverpool defend that 2v1 particularly well down the right-hand side, but it's a brilliant finish from me. You can see it from this angle now. When Salah doesn't track Robinson, you have a decision to make. You have to go over and cover the 2v1. You have to get tight to him. I think he thinks he's coming infield there. Make the decision, go over and protect and help Trent Alexander-Arnold in that situation. The cross comes in because they're not dealt with it, and then look, take nothing away. It's a brilliant finish, acrobatic, takes a deflection, which I think might take it away from Alisson, but nonetheless, Pereira back in the team. And brilliant finish.
A very rare goal conceded at Anfield. It's only 5 in all competitions this season. And so they're 1-0 down, and then came the sending off for Andy Robertson.
Yeah, it kind of epitomised the start of the game for Liverpool. There was a little bit of lethargy maybe after the European trip. A couple of little mistakes, people letting runners go. Poor touch from Robertson there, who, I mean, he's allowed the odd mistake. He's been so consistent over the years. And once they realised it was onside, there was never going to be any other decision. And of course, then you're climbing a mountain. You know, you're playing against, in any Premier League, a man down, it's difficult. But they galvanised themselves. There was a calmness about Liverpool, even though they went down. I think Virgil mentioned it in his interview earlier about being calm, and a couple of little tactical tweaks, and all of a sudden, they found with their quality and their energy, getting themselves back in the game.
And that quality came from Cody Gakpo. It's a good goal.
Yeah, brilliant. you know, like Danny mentioned, they changed it tactically and they really went for it, even though they were a player down. But it's a brilliant ball in from Mo Salah, and as you mentioned, Gakpo there with the goal. This is probably the only thing Robinson did wrong in the whole game, is you've got to get out to Salah. If you give Mo Salah time and space, he'll do this. He'll put the ball exactly where it needs to be and on the money for Gakpo, round the back post, who literally couldn't miss, and this is the angle. Nice, tidy finish to the end, but you have to get tighter to Mo Salah. You can't give him time and space to put that quality into the box, and that got him back into the game.
How good was the ball in from Mo Salah?
It was just what you expect from a genius. I mean, he's so good at picking players out. His assist record's phenomenal, never mind his goals. The great thing about that clip there and that goal was it was early in the second half, playing against 10 men, and every one of Liverpool's players was in the attacking half. You know, that in itself tell you know what the manager must have said half time, tells you their intention for the second half. And I think Fulham will be disappointed that they weren't able to cope with it.
Salah, of course, reminding us all, not that we need reminding of just his importance, his 100th assist in all competitions for Liverpool, only behind Steven Gerrard. That's some milestone to have reached.
Well, it's not only just assists, though, it's goals and assists and everything. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he'll be happy with those stats, given he's due up for a new contract. So, it's right on time, Seema.
Yeah, exactly. Good point there. OK, and then we saw Fulham get on the score sheet again via a goal from Muniz. Talk us through this one then, Danny.
Well, it was a rare breakaway at the time. Liverpool were on top, and there he is, Robinson again, with that boundless energy and strength. Clever little flick. And at that point, thinking about the energy levels of Liverpool and how hard they tried, you know, this is what, 14 minutes to go. Defenders with Quansah there should do better. He's just come on, he's fresh. Virgil could have dropped in and maybe cut the ball out. I think that maybe some tiredness, thinking, you know, fatigue in terms of decision making, but really good from Fulham. And then you think, can Liverpool go again? Can they find the energy? And they did. But yeah, good goal from Fulham. And they'll be disappointed they didn't have more attacks on the Liverpool goal in the second half with the extra man. They actually ended up dropping off too much. But to go away from Anfield with a point, I'm sure they'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm sure they will too. And it was the man that made the difference was Diogo Jota.
Wow.
6 minutes and 5 seconds, I think he was on the pitch, and he managed to score this goal. And he hasn't been on the pitch for, what, a couple of months now?
2 months, yeah. I mean, doesn't look like it. He's sharp as anything. You know, give the keeper the eyes. Nice. He starts in the pocket space, and Fulham just give him that. You've got to get tight to him. As soon as he then goes in between two centre-backs there, it's a problem, and he's only the one that's going to be coming out with the positive outcome, and it's a nice, sharp little turn and then finish. He's clinical with it. But, again, thinking about it, that as the time's gone on now, I'm thinking that is proper winning mentality from Liverpool. Down to 10. That is, for me, what I know they're not champions, but it's at the end of the season, you come back and you got moments you think, that's a big defining moment potentially for them, that you don't lose. You don't lose at home at this moment, and they've dragged themselves out of a point, 10 players, and after Europe. I think in hindsight, that's a massive result for them, given the circumstances.
Okay.
Ya saltan 1K y el Barrio. Es determinante cuánto daño puede hacer el conjunto de 1K, sobre todo con Granero en esas primeras de cambio en la salida de escalera. Así que esa parte del partido va a ser absolutamente clave para el equipo de Iker Casillas. Por cierto, felicitar porque ha venido una buena afición de 1K.
Tiene la pelota, Gerard Noya encara, sigue Noya, Noya dispara, Arnalot.
80 paradas.
Ya para Arnalot. Gil Vidal ataca desde la derecha el número 9. Gil Vidal con el centro, buena pelota, Arche con la rodilla le pegó. Pues es el que desatasca un poco el partido, ¿no? Con centros, ojo ahí, se golpea el remate, gol. Mar Valiente. ¡Gol! Del Barrio, marca Mar Valiente. Esa banda izquierda que es terreno de los cañonazos de Granero, a la que tengo un mínimo de espacio, le pega Granero. Bueno, pues es decirlo, y ahí lo tenemos. El tema es que el remate le ha salido centrado. Abraham, buena pelota, banda derecha. Vamos a ver qué hace ahí Fran Rodríguez. Se mete en el área, sigue Fran. ¡Qué bien, Fran! Se va de dos, el remate fuera.
¡Chicos!
A ver si acierta. ¡Claro que
Mira
sí!
acá.
Busca el Barrio el segundo gol. Arche. Arche para Gil. Gil que le puede pegar a este Gil. Buen recorte. Gil al palo. ¡Le manda Arche!
¡Dios! ¡No!
Pelota arriba.
Madre mía, qué parada. y a centímetros del remate, ¿eh?
No, la reacción ha sido impresionante. ¡El disparo! ¡Madre de Dios! ¡Otro que vuela! ¡Otro más! Que está la pelota para John de la Cruz, la quiere levantar, vuelve a pegar la pelota en el cuerpo de un jugador del Barrio, el remate con la puntera y acaba deteniendo a Gerard Vacas. Será córner favorable a 1K. Bueno, a ver.
Gol doble.
Gol doble. A ver, saque de banda. Balón puesto en movimiento, intentaba rematar Mar Valiente, el remate, ¡gol! ¡Paufer! ¡Gol! ¡Del Barrio! ¡Le pegó con el alma! ¡Paufer!
Y es…
¡Penalti
¡Madre
normal!
mía lo de los penaltis!
¡Penalti normal! Y el que quiere hacer el 0-3 es el número 4, pega Valiente. ¡Vaya cañón! ¡Gol! Ahí están, Arnalot y Vacas como candidatos, como guardametas, y también Mar Valiente y Pau Ferojo la recuperación. Tiene la pelota al Barrio que puede sentenciar el remate. ¡Gol!
Knockout.
¡Gol!
¡Let's go, Barria! Ponme el 5, ponme el 5.
El cambio del partido ha sido radical en los últimos 10 minutos. El balón que lo tiene. ¡Ojo!
¡Ay! Jaimitada.
Marca de nuevo el Barrio, gol de Fran Fuentes. El equipo de Juan Arroita, que no ganaba un encuentro con esta tranquilidad, entre comillas, al final, con un margen tan amplio, con 2 goles dobles que han hecho pasar el partido del 0-3 al 0-7.
Paufer, ha costado, pero por fin ha llegado esa victoria tan deseada con goleada.
Ha costado mucho, pero bueno, le damos emoción hasta el momento final, recta final, y ahora, pase lo que pase con Pío, nos lo jugaremos contra ellos.
Eso te iba a decir, pase lo que pase con Pío, la semana que viene, o ellos o tú, o tu ex equipo o tú.
Bueno, o el Barrio o ellos, pero sí. La vida, yo qué sé, no sé, son cosas muy raras que suceden, pero ahí estaremos. Ahora estoy en el Barrio, así que espero que gane el Barrio.
Enhorabuena y a disfrutarlo.
Gracias.